So this is the early morning of Saturday, March 14th. Just spent the evening with other passengers on board. Again, we're given all kinds of different messages. The latest tonight, and I think I've already put my sheet away, is that we'll be disembarking any non-Italian citizens in the port of Marseille. We are told that the woman in San Juan that they tested was flown to Atlanta, near the CDC, and that we were told that they have not gotten the results in from that case, or they haven't told the ship what the results were. I am fearful that they are holding the results until we get close to land, where they can have support for the ship in case people get out of control and get unruly. That's my fear. I'm still hoping that I can make my flight in Nice on the 24th. I don't know if that's going to happen. I have huge doubts at this point. We're not being offered a refund. We're being offered $50 for each port that we missed. And we're able to cash that out if we wanted to help us get back home. My airline, TAP Portugal, has not sent a cancellation notice yet by email that the flight has been canceled. So I am still hopeful that it is one of the flights that they are allowing into the United States at this point. I am seeing this situation deteriorate hour by hour. We're not quite at a minute by minute deterioration at this point, but pretty much every 12 hours or so, we're getting different news or more news or more up-to-date news. The latest is that we are probably not going to be allowed into Tenerife, and that we will be stopping in Gibraltar to get fuel only, and to do a technical stop for them to offload waste and bring in supplies. But they are not 100% positive that that's going to happen. We're going to have to get fuel somewhere, and do a technical stop somewhere. And so right now the current word is that we'll make that technical stop and then head to Marseille and offload all of the passengers on the 19th of March, which will put me onto land 2 days early. And my plan is to get to Nice as quickly as possible so that I am close to the airport and close to that thing. And if I can get an earlier flight back into the United States at this point, I probably will do that. I don't want to take that flight off the board because it's a seat that probably a lot of people are trying to get onto, and I don't want to give that up since it's already booked and it's already set to go. So, but I will probably show up to the airport a couple of days early and see if there's any earlier flights to get onto. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. I am getting a little less hopeful as to a good conclusion to all of this. And again, you know, the shutdowns and things like that, they only fuel the panic. And I'm not really sure that this virus is panic worthy. I know that they know more than we do, and the fact that they are reacting in a knee-jerk fashion is concerning, because I do know that they have more information than we do. But that also makes me worried that they're not giving us the information that we need in order to stay safe. So, I don't know. The mood on board is light and airy, although concerned, and I think people are trying really hard to try and make connections and do what they need to do to take care of themselves and to get home, and we can't really do that at this point. We're kind of stuck. We can't really vacation and have fun and do what we want to do on the ship because we're preoccupied with everything else that's going on. So it's not a vacation at this point. It is a hostage situation where we are being held against our will on the ship, and at this point nobody's allowed off, and several times today I thought, if I see land, I can always just jump overboard and swim to land, and at least I would be on dry land. And I kind of feel like those refugees that come over in the boats and try to swim to the other country. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to say, hey, this is all in my head. It is not something to panic over. I'm going to get into France and have a great time in France and get to know Nice and really get to know the area, and it'll be awesome. It'll be a really great experience. And I definitely think I want to do this solo again when the world is not in crisis, because I don't think that this is a fair representation of traveling by yourself as a married person that's traveling solo. So I don't really think that that experience got a fair rap. Will I do it on a cruise ship again? Nope. Nope. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at tonight. So trying really hard to stay not so nervous, and I need to probably stop drinking the Diet Pepsis, because I did go back to drinking Pepsi Light because I was nervous and I was anxious, and caffeine just makes you more nervous and anxious. So I don't know why people do that. It's like, oh, I'm nervous and anxious, so I'm gonna have a Coke. Probably not the best idea. But haven't thought about losing weight today, but I did get my steps in, so I guess I did kind of think about losing weight in the sense that trying to focus more back on that and try just streamlining my attention to that, and maybe that'll shift some of my anxiety. But so Saturday morning, it's a little after midnight here our time. I believe it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Friday 13th. So that's kind of where we're at, March 2020. So amidst the coronavirus pandemic panic.